Hello and welcome to the part 2 of the chapter number 11, that is the file handling. In part 1, we learn about the file class, right? What are the functionality offered by the file class? But we learn the one major limitation of the file class, that is not used for reading or writing file, right? So for reading and writing, we have the stream class available that we will study in this part. So Java will offer the stream classes, right, to perform the different read and write operation to the file, right? Stream is an abstract class. That means we cannot create it directly object of this class, right? This class is inherited by so many other class and that class can be useful, but directly stream class cannot be accessible. Now in this basically we have the two stream classes. First is output stream and second one is input stream. Output stream is basically used to transfer data from program to devices. Whatever devices is, it can be file, it can be monitor or network, right? And input stream is basically used to read data from particular devices to the program, that is to fetch data, right? Stream class makes our program device independent. Whatever device is there, we don't have to care about. Stream class will handle all these things, right? So what are the main advantage? The first main advantage, we don't need to know about the technical detail of the device to which we are reading and writing, right? And the second, it make work program with multiple device without any code changes, right? We don't need to write separate code for different devices. So stream class will basically offer the two classes. First one is the byte stream and second is the character stream. What is the difference between these two? Character stream, basically reading and writing simple character data, right? That means in which data are encoded in a ASCII or Unicode format. In contrast, the byte stream will handle the binary data, right? For example, if you are using character string, and if you write 53, then in that 5 is considered as a different character and 3 is considered as a different character, right? So 5 has a different, if you write character 5, it has a different ASCII value, and if you want to write integer 5, that have the different ASCII value, right? But if you write using character stream, if you write 5, then its ASCII value will be something, its ASCII value is 53 and binary will represent it something like this. But if you write the number 5, right, then its binary value is 5 itself and its binary representation will like this, right? So that is the difference between these two. So whenever you want to write any integer, float, double types of value on which you want to perform operation, at that time we have to use the byte stream. And simple plain text, at that time we are using the character stream, right? So this is the difference between text and character and byte stream. Next, all the classes will provide inside the java.io package. So before you write any program, you have to make sure your program must have the java.io package import in your program, right? Character stream will handle text data, whereas binary stream will handle the binary data, right? And all stream are divided into the two parts, input stream and output stream. Output stream to write data and input stream to read data. This is a hierarchy of the built-in classes available. Now stream classes will inherited by two, byte stream and second is the character stream. Now byte stream will handle using the input stream and output stream class, and the character stream will handle by the reader and writer class, right? Now in this part we will learn about the character stream classes, right? So let's start with the character stream. Again, character stream classes are available into the java.io, right? In this, whatever value you are writing will consider as a 16-bit Unicode character. That means all integer value are also considered as a character values, right? Character stream are classified into the reader and writer class, right? Work is the same. Reader is used to read the data and writer is used to write the data, right? That classes are available inside java.io.reader, and for second we have java.io.writer, right? This is again hierarchy of that, right? We have the reader and writer class, right? For reader class, which are class available? So reader class will inherited by input stream reader and buffer reader, right? So reader class have the two subclasses, basically input stream reader, right, and buffer reader, right? And the secondly, writer class has a output stream writer, buffer writer, and print writer, right? So these are the class available, and output stream class again inherited into the file writer class. So reader and writer is again in this example, right, are abstract class, so we cannot use directly that classes. Subclass of the reader class are what? Input stream reader, and second is buffer reader, right? And input stream reader is again inherited by file reader that we shown in a previous diagram of this, right? Input stream reader, buffer reader, and input stream reader inherited into the file reader. Next, again, subclass of the writer class are input stream writer, buffer writer, and print writer, right? And output stream writer is again inherited by the file writer classes, right? So this is a character class hierarchy available inside the java.io package. Now, writer class, right, is basically base class for performing any write operation, right? It's abstract class, but it provides the basic method that must be implemented by all input stream classes, right? File writer class is commonly used for the file operations, and method of all writer classes will throw the IO exception, that is input output exception. IO exception is occurred whenever there is a fail in a IO operations, right? And this exception is a checked exception. That means whatever code you must write is inside the try and catch block only, right? Because we have to handle that exception during compilation itself, right? What are the common method of the writer classes? That the first method is a close method, that is used to close the file whatever we are open for the write operation. Second is the write. In this integer, that is whatever your character given to this method will write to the file. Here we have to give the ASCII value of that character, right? So instead of capital A, you can write 65, and this is a string, right? That is whatever string you want to write into the file, that will given over here. Now, output stream writer is a class which inherit the writer class, right? That basically convert character into the byte stream. File writer extend the output stream writer and write character into the file. What are the constructor of the file writer class available, right? The first one is a string value, that is whatever path you want to give in which you want to perform the write operation. Then you can give file object, right? File object we study into the part 1. So you can create the file object, and that file object can be passed over here. The second one is the path name, and the optional argument is append, right? For append you can give true or false value, right? What is the meaning of true? So if you are giving the true value, then character are added to the end of the file. That means previous content will remain as it is, and at the end of that new content will be added. And if you give that value to the false, that means whole file is overwrite. That means all previous content are erased and new file will be write, right? So that is the difference between true and false value for the second argument in this. Now method, write method and close method. Write method is used to write the data, and close method used to close the file, right? In Unix, if you want to see the file, then cat command is used, right? In Windows, you can directly double click and open file and view the content, and it is human readable because it's write in a simple ASCII character format. So you have to open file. After open file, we have to perform operation, and after performing operation, make sure that your file must be closed, right? Otherwise, your resources are allocated onto the server, right? Second, reader class. First, we study the writer class. The second class in a character stream is a reader class, right? So this basically used to read the data from the file, right? Reader class is abstract class again, so we don't access that directly. Now, input stream reader will inherit the reader class which convert byte stream into the character stream, right? The base class is a reader. Reader is inherited by input stream reader and input stream reader inherited by file reader. That is the hierarchy, right? What are the constructor of the file reader? The first is a string, whatever your file path is there. Yeah, the second you can give the file object if you don't want to give the path over this, right? So these are the constructor that you can use, right? And the methods are simple close, that basically close the stream, and the second one is read, that basically read data from the file. Whenever you perform any read operations, right, then the important thing is that you have to identify where your file is ended, right? We don't know previously how many character or how many file size is that. So how can we identify that this file is ended over here, right? So for that, we have to identify end of file, which basically mark with the -1, right? Whenever file is ended, the read method will return -1, right? So that it indicates this is the end of file. So we can terminate the loop and close the string. This is how we can create the object file reader, object name, new file reader. Here string value is given. Instead of that, you can create the file object and file object will be passed over here, right? So this is the basic hierarchy. To string, character and byte string, right? For character string, we have the class reader and writer, right? Reader will inherited by input stream reader and writer will be output stream writer. And from that, we have the file reader and file writer, which actually we are using to performing operation onto the file, right? That hierarchy you should remember. So that's all about the character stream classes, right? Thank you.